Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about Aries on the 4th house cusp in the natal chart. Now, in astrology, the 4th house governs home, family, emotional security, the end of life, roots, traditions, and the mother, or at least the parent that's not as dominant, in my opinion. I really strongly believe this is the mother. Some people think it's the father, but I'm with the mother because of the correlation and correspondence with Cancer and the moon. Now, planets in the 4th house can flavor the house. The sign that is on the cusp of the 4th house can give characteristics and qualities to the home, family life, and other things that pertain to the 4th house. Now, also with the 4th house, it's important to look at where the ruler of the 4th house is posited in, because this can show that area of life where 4th house qualities are injected or deposited in. And also it's important to pay attention to transits and progressions to the 4th house, especially if you have an empty or vacant 4th house, because this will emphasize often greater activity in matters in conjunction with that house. Now, as far as Aries on the 4th house goes, well, Aries on the 4th house can show the qualities and attributes of Aries in home and family life. This can show and indicate perhaps a lot of courage, a lot of fortitude in matters related to the home and family life. This person may be a very strong family defender. This could be somebody that has a lot of energy around the home, has a lot of activity. It could be somebody that may start a lot of projects, perhaps even sometimes simultaneously, but not always finish all of them around the home. This could be somebody that likes to do renovation around the home, do a lot of projects. Mars rules Aries, and as many of you know, Mars is connected with metals, so this could be someone that does the repair jobs in the home, somebody that works on their vehicles often at home, maybe even works on other family members' vehicles from time to time. Now, this could also be somebody, as far as the 4th house goes, the 4th house is connected with traditions, so it could be something where perhaps things of a sports nature can be traditional, things of a competitive zeal, perhaps something with firefighting. Maybe this is something where generation and generation, maybe the person joins some firefighting unit that's in the family, or maybe something with the police, something perhaps with the military. So those are some things to look at with Aries on the cusp of the 4th house. This could, we look at the 4th house, and it could indicate at times maybe there are some contentious situations, perhaps with one or more family members, something maybe not necessarily physically combative, but verbally combative at times. Perhaps there are some arguments on occasion. Maybe this is something where this person around their home may participate in sports activities. This might be the person that loves to go out and shoot baskets or play sports, and they're around their home, and they're near their home or at their home. Aries on the cusp of the 4th house can also indicate perhaps something connected with their physical activity, might be tied into their emotional security. For example, working out at home, perhaps doing things as far as staying in shape, having a good physique, doing things which are expending energy, those, and showing leadership prowess. Those could be things perhaps tied in to one's emotional security as well, as far as having this placement on the 4th house cusp. Now, Aries on the 4th, I should say. Also, the 4th house being connected, at least in my opinion, with the mother, this could show that maybe this person may see the mother as somebody that might be forceful, aggressive, assertive, maybe a little bit impatient. This person may have seen or still sees the mother as somebody that may be rushing this person to get things done and doesn't have a lot of patience with him or her. This could also be, we look at the fourth house and it is associated with the end of life as well. And this person may show an abundance of energy more so than the average person at the end of their life, more so than most people, where a lot of people, older people, might be sickly or debilitated. This person, even if that's the case, may often actively engage perhaps in some kind of sports activities or something connected with athleticism, something of a competitive nature and zeal, and be able to do these things at a later point in time. And also keep in mind, I think especially if you have, like in many cases, the person would have Capricorn as their ascendant or first house cusp, and Capricorn is that sign, of course, associated with longevity. So I think especially in an instance like that, you could very well see somebody very spry and very active and energetic even in their latter years. So that's something to look at with Aries on the cusp of the fourth house. Now, this could also be, we look at the fourth house, and it is the home and it is the family life. So this could really show somebody that likes to maybe be that take charge person, be very enterprising and show initiative with matters connected with their home and family. But what's also essential to remember is that to always give the other person that chance as well. Aries on the fourth house might be really in a hurry to have that leadership position at that home, and that's not, I'm not saying that's something that's a negative or that's something adverse necessarily, but it's important sometimes to let the someone else be strong as well, and they don't, because you might inadvertently, that you might have somebody be taken aback by this, a family member that also wants to assert his or herself in the family in terms of showing their leadership qualities and stepping up as that family member. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having Aries on the cusp of the fourth house in the natal chart. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having Taurus on the fourth house cusp in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.